Yo, what's going on, guys? So for this video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between slide canceling and bunny hopping. So I know tons of people talk about how to slide cancel and how to bunny hop, but they don't actually tell you when to use these things and when they're most effective. A lot of people will just say you should always slide cancel around corners or you should just bunny hop around every corner, but there's actually certain situations where one is going to be better than the other. So I'm not only going to teach you guys how to slide cancel and bunny hop in this video, I'm also going to give you guys the pros and cons to both of them. And then after that, we're going to go over some Joe gameplay, who's a Warzone pro with some of the best movement in the game, and we're going to try and understand why he's slide canceling and why he's bunny hopping in certain situations. So getting into how to slide cancel, all you have to do is slide, slide, jump. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that one. It's very common. And now for the bunny hop, this one's a little more difficult because you have to actually time the jumps properly. But all you have to do is sprint out and then jump ADS, and as soon as you hit the ground, you hit the jump button again. So both of these things are going to improve your gameplay a lot, and they're pretty easy to do. You just kind of have to practice them. The thing is, you won't get full use out of them if you don't know how to use them properly. So right now I'm going to go over the pros and cons of slide canceling. So the big thing with slide canceling is you get a pretty big speed boost at the beginning of your slide, so you'll be able to camera people a lot harder than if you just bunny hopped. Another thing is with the slide cancel, you kind of go under people's crosshair a lot, so if someone's like ADSing it from right here, you'll kind of like slide under their gun sometimes and you'll be able to camera them that way. Another pro of the slide cancel is after you hit a slide cancel, you're not just going to be stuck in place. You're going to be able to slide cancel, hit a couple jumps after you start shooting, which is going to make you that much harder to hit. Another pro of slide canceling that so many people don't know is it actually cuts your sprint to fire time. So if I slide cancel around a corner and start shooting, it's going to be a little bit faster than if I jump around and start shooting. You're going to get those first shots off just a little bit quicker. The last big thing with slide canceling that I want to talk about is when you slide cancel, you're still close to cover. So let's say you slide cancel around a corner, I can easily duck back behind cover. So this is going to be useful if you slide cancel around a corner and you see maybe multiple players holding the angle, or you see they're on a really nasty head glitch. You're going to be able to duck behind cover and reset the gunfight. Now, as for the negatives to slide canceling, I'm going to be honest, I really couldn't think of too many reasons. One thing that could be bad about slide canceling is generally when you slide cancel around a corner, you do stay pretty tight, which I talked about in the pros. But if someone's holding an angle, they generally hold it very tight in Call of Duty, and so you could slide cancel right into the reticle. It's kind of hard to put that as a negative because if you slide cancel around, you could always just duck back behind cover, but it is something to know about. Another bad thing I can say about slide canceling is sometimes when you slide cancel down a hill or down staircases, it makes it to where you can't look down for some reason. Now they kind of fixed this with their previous patch, but it's still kind of wonky in some places. The next negative with slide canceling is sometimes you can't ADS as fast as if you were to bunny hop around the corner. So what I mean by this is if you slide cancel, you have to wait till you're out of your slide and you complete your slide cancel to be able to ADS. Whereas with a bunny hop, you can ADS with your first jump before you're on the corner, and then the second jump will take you around the corner into the peak. So now for the pros of bunny hopping, we kind of just went over one right there. You can ADS pretty quickly and before you even hop around the corner. Another thing with bunny hopping is it makes you a much harder target to hit as you're just like zooming across people's screens. So for the pros list of bunny hopping, basically you break people's cameras, which is pretty much a given with both of these things. You can ADS quickly before you're even around the corner, and you also are a very hard target to hit. Now, a negative to bunny hopping is once you bunny hop around a corner, you're going to be way out in the middle of nowhere and you're going to be so far from that piece of cover that you bunny hopped out of. So this means you're pretty much going to have to get that kill on the guy you bunny hop, because it's very unlikely you're going to make it all the way back to your piece of cover. Another thing that's bad about bunny hopping is that when you compare it to slide canceling, it's a lot harder to aim. So let's say you want to peek this angle right here. To perform a proper bunny hop, you have to look about 90 degrees away just to gather some momentum and then quickly flick back to where you're trying to peek. Now that in itself is going to be very hard compared to slide canceling, where you can kind of just center before you even peek around the corner. The next con of bunny hopping is once you bunny hop, you're kind of like just in quicksand. Like you see me jumping here, I'm kind of just stuck in place and you can't really do much. You could bunny hop and drop shot, but drop shot's not very good. It just kind of gives them headshots. So after you bunny hop, you're kind of just, you're done with the bunny hop. You kind of have to kill them after that or start another movement. The next bad thing about bunny hopping, when you compare it to slide canceling at least, it doesn't cut your sprint to fire time at all. So if you're using a gun with a slow sprint to fire, you're going to be better off slide canceling. Now that you guys kind of understand the pros and cons to both of them, I'm going to go out and say that slide canceling is going to be better a majority of the time. This is because with slide canceling, you can always play your life, you can always duck behind cover, rather than if you bunny hop, you're just out in the middle of nowhere and you can die really easily. In Warzone, staying alive is the most effective thing, and slide canceling is going to be the most effective way to peek people while also being able to duck behind cover and play your life. Even regardless of being able to play your life, you do camera people way harder when you slide cancel. This is going to make it to where you pretty much always get first shots, and you're going to be able to kill people holding angles and just camping so much easier. So with bunny hopping, it should be more of a last resort type of thing where you're going to need the last guy to whiff really badly on you. Bunny hopping in situations like this is going to be really good because of how hard of a target you are to hit. So now that you guys understand all of this, we're going to go over some clips so you guys can see all this in action. So now we're looking at Joe, who's in a 1v4 situation in a tiny building. So he's going to be using his slide cancels to break their camera. So he breaks the first guy's camera. And with the second guy, you see he was actually ADSing, and Joe slides under his reticle, probably under his gun, and cameras him that way. Now he does some C4 checks just to kind of get information on players. And you see he slide cancels again. And since he didn't bunny hop, he was able to keep jumping after that slide cancel and get those last 2 kills. So now we've got Joe in Superstore, and in Superstore you have to take a lot of head-on-head gunfights, so it's really important to use your movement in here. So he slide cancels his first guy, and he's getting shot at by another player, but since he slide canceled that, he was able to keep his movement going and get back to cover. So now he's getting chased, and he's plating while he's running away and slide canceling just to be as fast as possible. And you're going to see he hears someone under him, so he jumps down on him. When you jump down on someone, it's going to be very hard for them to track you, so it's an easy kill. Now you see he slide cancels that guy, but he didn't like that peak or that angle, so he was able to get away and reposition. Now these guys start chasing him, so he turns and burns one of them. But the second player gets him one shot. You see he's got no plates, so as a last resort type of thing, he bunny hops and he gets the clip. So here's the last clip I want to show you guys, just so you guys can see the power of bunny hopping, even though in most scenarios slide canceling will be better. You see right here, he turns around, he sees he's getting chased. Since he only saw it was one person, he goes for the bunny hop. And you'll see in a second here, he gets caught off guard. So he has to go for some jumps just so he's a little bit of a harder target to hit for that guy. And there ends up being one more player. So he goes for a bunny hop as a last resort. He needs to make sure that guy misses. So he goes for the bunny hop and he gets that clip. So I hope this video helped you guys understand when you should slide cancel and when you should bunny hop, because they're the 2 main ways you're going to be peeking people, and you kind of have to know which one's better and when to use those certain things. If you did learn something and you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more Warzone videos like this. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.